Alright, and we're back with more Space Engineers today. So today we're going to just kind of, finish up the cockpit and maybe see if we can get the thrusters on this thing and maybe get it moving. Probably won't get that done today, but we'll see if we can do that. Someone on one of my previous videos had mentioned that I should just use GPS markers to mark the ore, so I went out and I did that for two of them because those are the only two that I can see right now. When more show up, I might go out and change them over to GPS markers, but for now we're just gonna leave it alone. And yeah, so I guess right now we gotta finish working on this, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that we ran out of iron, so I'm gonna have to take the drill ship out and go get some more real quick. Alright, so we're back from mining some iron. I've got the iron in the refineries right now, so now I'm just gonna start working on the cockpit. Alright, so for the cockpit, I want to make it, I think, entirely out of windows, other than the bottom floor part. So I gotta figure out how I want to do that. Alright, so kind of like this. I think that this is pretty good. Now I just gotta do it for the sides here. And then I think that should be good. And the reason why it's not welding these, by the way, is just because I don't have the builders on right now, because I want them off while I'm doing this, so it's easier to break them and replace them as I need them. So I'm gonna work on the edges now. Okay, so I've got the windows for this side built, and now I just got to do this side, but I think this looks pretty good once it actually builds them. So now I'm just going to place them on this side now. Alright, so that's the... I forgot to break these. But that's the windows done. Now all I got to do is just kind of, turn on these little guys and have them do their job. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, there we go. They're building them up. So now what I want to do while that does its thing is break the floor here and just kind of, just sort of break away and place junctions so that way I can lead them to the seat. So that way from the seat I can kind of manage everything. And that's probably not necessary, but, I want to have everything linked. Alright, there we go. I've got the command seat here, so now I can control everything from here. And yep, it's pretty good. If I hit this, yep, I can see the whole station. Oh, there's a bit over there that's not finished yet, but yeah, so this is basically kind of what it'll look like once I throw the thrusters on and have it start moving. And then from inside, obviously, once it's built, have a nice window lookout. But yeah. So now I guess all that's left is to let these build and put thrusters and gyroscopes on it. Oh, hang on. I want to put a door here. There we go. I went with a sliding door this time. It's a little bit different. But I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. And I think I want to... what do I want to do? I was thinking... I want to have the survival kit in there, so I'm gonna move it over there. All right, there we go. I've got the survival kit in here now. So now I'll respawn in the bridge of the ship. So I think it's still welding these. It looks like it actually ran out of materials. I wonder what it ran out of. Oh, it looks like bulletproof glass. All right, it looks like I'm gonna have to head out and get some stone real quick, so I'm going to do that. Alright, so I got some stone, so I'm just going to have the refinery start, processing the stone. Alright, so I've got all the stone refining now, so these will be built in time. And now I guess the next thing to do, because I think I had the ship build up all the resources already that we needed for it, is the thrusters. So what I kind of wanted to do was do a couple of large ones and a bunch of small ones. So I think I'm going to do like 2 large ones for the forward and backward. And that way it has, enough thrust force to go forward and backwards. And then a bunch of small ones for, side to side and up and down and stuff, because I don't need as much power to control that. So let me see, how do I want to place this? Because I think I'm going to place all of it kind of like on the top here, or the bottom. Other than the up and down ones, those ones will get placed on the sides. But just because, in case I want to expand it further backwards or to the side or anything like that, I have enough room to do so. So Alright, there we go. I've got 2 thrusters on the top and 2 thrusters on the bottom, and it looks like it is building them. Okay, we're missing a bunch of thruster components, but that's probably to be expected since it requires like 1,000 per one. I thought that the ship had already made most of them. It looks like it actually did make a bunch of them. So, but I don't think we're missing too much actually. And then for side to side, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That will probably do okay for that side. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that'll do for that side. And what I can do is I know that that's probably definitely not enough thrust to actually control it at all for how big the ship is, but I can up their power, and if that's still not enough, then I'll add more. But yeah, because, you know, I showed them off in the first episode, but I have a mod that allows me to adjust the thrust multiplier, and it consumes more energy, you know, the higher up I go, obviously based on how much it's thrusting. But, you know, it just lets me save on building a bunch of thrusters, but this might not be enough even with boosting them, so we'll see. And then what I want to do, wrong one, is, yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, actually this might do. And then bump, 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 and bump. 4 there. And then and then 4 there. And then I'll mirror the same thing on the bottom. Alright, so there we go. I've got 8 thrusters pointing, of the small ones pointing in each direction, and then 2 big ones pointing for forward and backward. So that should be good. And it looks like we just got to get a bunch of thruster components built. So let me queue that up real quick. Alright, so I've got the base making the thruster components, and I don't know if the refineries finished processing all the stone. Oh, no, they didn't. It's just that the platinum moved in front of it. Okay, hold on. Oh, actually, yeah, it did finish processing all the stone. We still need a lot more bulletproof glass for this. Actually, not too much more, but we still need quite a bit. So let me see if I can take the ship out and just go mine a bunch more stone until we have enough. I know I could go find a silicon deposit, but I don't know where any are right now. I think I've probably seen one at one point, but I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna just mine more stone. All right, I got a bunch more stone, so that should be good. Now I just gotta, you know, get it all processing. Okay, and while that refines and does everything that it needs to do, there is one more thing that we need to build, and that's, you know, a couple of gyroscopes. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna build another little room, kind of like the gravity generator. Actually, I might. Hang on, I have an idea. Alright, there we go. So I just put all the gyroscopes in here with the gravity generator. I can still access the gravity generator, which I had it off. I don't know why, but I did. There we go, now it's back on. I don't know if 7's going to be enough. If it's not, I could expand this room further back a little bit more. But yeah, that should be fine for now, so I'll leave that to build. It probably doesn't have enough resources. Actually, I don't know. I'm curious what it's missing. Oh, okay. Apparently we don't have any construction components. I'll have those get built real quick. Alright, so I've got the construction components being built. That's pretty much all that I needed to make this thing into a ship, I think. I don't know what this little line is. I think it's because it considers these 2 different grids. But I think it's fine. So yeah, now I guess the only thing left to do is just kind of wait for these to get built. You know, wait for all the resources to finish processing and stuff, and have everything get built. It looks like we've got one of each of the big thrusters built and a couple of small ones built. And then let me check up on the little bit here. Yeah, this still needs a lot. Oh, actually, I think I have an idea. Alright, there we go. I think that probably looks better without that corner sticking out now. So, there we go. Yeah, it looks a little better. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. It kind of looked weird with the corner sticking out, so I had to fix it. And it looks like this is getting real close to getting finished. Alright, it looks like it finished. Yep, it finished welding up all the windows. That looks pretty cool. I like it. And I think it also yeah, it's pressurizing the whole thing. So even with this door open, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, and if yep, I can breathe in here, I can walk around in here. This is nice. I like this. So now I think all that's left, because I think over here actually, it finished the gyroscopes up. So, yep, it's got all the gyroscopes finished. So now I think all that's left is the thrusters. So I'm gonna head outside and see how those are doing. Oh, okay, it looks like it built another large thruster. So yeah, we've got 2 of them down here built, and it's bright down here. Is the sun over here or something? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's got 2 of the large ones built on the bottom and 1 of the large ones built on the top. And how many is it missing from here? Okay, it's missing most of its thruster components. I'm gonna see if it's still building them. Okay, so it looks like we ran out of cobalt, but we also don't have enough gold. I mean, we have some, but not enough to finish all the thrusters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go make a trip to the gold one, and I'm gonna mine some cobalt as well. But I'm gonna do that on the next one because I'm gonna end this one here. So we'll finish up the thrusters and finish up the ship on the next one, and then we'll decide what we want to do then. But for now, I'm gonna end it.